Hello everyone, welcome to watch this video about BSc Business with Economics course offered by Anglo-Ruskin University, AIU. My name is Dr. Ying Xie. I'm the head of school in Economics, Finance and Law in AIU. Today I'm going to introduce this course in terms of its course structure, our innovative pedagogic approaches, and our state-of-art teaching facilities. As you possibly know that AIU, as one of the post-92 universities in the UK, we have made significant amount of investment in the past 5 years on our facilities, and we plan to make even more investment in the next 10 years. As a post-92 universities, we have been ranked as one of the top 350 universities in the world, according to the Times Higher Education University World Ranking. We hold the Teaching Excellence Framework Silver Award reflecting our high-quality teaching delivered by our talented staff. We're also rated as one of the top 500 universities in the world for health education. What we offer as one of the higher education provider, AIU is different university. We offer you the opportunities to explore your potential and maximize the likelihood to achieve your targets. We provide an active, applied education environment that empowers you to find your purpose and gain the knowledge, expertise, skills, and experiences to achieve your ambitions. About this course, BSc Business with Economics, it's a new course that we developed this year in order to meet the skills gap in the job market, in order to equip our students with the skills sought after by employers. As you can tell from the course title, the course is a combination of business and economics. So have a look at this course structure. According to the 3 levels, level 4, 5, and 6, students are going to learn a list of courses, modules in business area, and some specialized area modules in economics as well. So for example, in level 4, students will learn global business environment, international strategy, which is about international business, international trading. Our talented law staff, who are qualified lawyers and solicitors, will deliver a module called business law to our students so that you have the knowledge about legal contract, for example, and international trading, and all the legal practice and regulations and policies. Students will also learn HR, organizational behavior knowledge. Students will also learn digital marketing and how to do business in the digital world. Of course, we will also introduce accounting and finance and how to manage your taxation, for example, and financial budget in a module called Introduction to Financial Analysis and Management. From level 5, students will learn more specialized modules in economics, including macroeconomics, introduction to econometrics, the entrepreneurial journey, for example. This is about running your own business, project management in implementation. We will also introduce a Ruskin module in level 5. Ruskin module is a new innovative module created and developed by our university across different faculties and schools. The Ruskin module is designed to integrate the acquisition of graduate capitals or outcomes with wider societal concern and challenges. So it's going to bring together students from different disciplines, from different schools and different courses together to solve some business problems, challenges in a society or in our community. So it gives students the opportunity to develop some skills that you wouldn't be able to or wouldn't be able to capture or develop from the subject modules. For example, some of the soft skills about, for example, addressing the societal challenges, some of the softer skills you need to work, for example, with teams in different backgrounds. So this is why we introduced this Ruskin module. After 2 years study in the course, students have an opportunity to take a placement or not, or continue to level 6. Placement, I will introduce it later on. It's a good opportunity for students to gain some working experiences while studying. Coming back from placement, or if you continue from level 5 directly, in level 6, students will learn sustainable business, for example, and learn more economics module called applied economics, financial economics, and you will also need to do a major project which is linked to a real business problem. In many of these modules, live project will be embedded. It means that, for example, in digital marketing, you will be able to solve a real business problem in collaboration with a marketing consultancy company, or for example, with retail, with a retailer, for example, Debenham or even Harrods. So you are going to use your knowledge in a real business context. The features of a new curriculum include using innovative, active, and collaborative learning. We also embed digital teaching and learning in our curriculum. So for example, our virtual learning management system called Canvas is a platform where all the teaching materials are uploaded. Students will be able to have discussion in that platform with their peer students or with lecturers or their tutors. Students will also be able to do some reading outside of class from Canvas. Lecturers or tutors will upload some videos or additional teaching materials to Canvas, and students will also be able to do assignment and submit assignment to Canvas and get feedback, either oral feedback or written feedback from the Canvas or digital system. So everything is going to be digital and online. Because it's an economics module, we have embedded data science and business analytics skills into the module, because nowadays data becomes the value, the real value, the most valuable asset to every organization, every business, and every industry. Being able to analyze data, retrieving useful information from the data, and help managers to make data-informed decisions are the skills sought after by the employers. So this is why we have embedded the data analytics, big data, data mining skills into our curriculum. As I explained before, each module will have a live brief. It's linked with real business project. So students have the opportunity to apply the knowledge in real business content. Students will also have opportunities, as I said, to take either summer internships or placement opportunities after 2 years of study with us. In our university, I will introduce it later, we do have an employability team supporting students in securing placement. In addition to the teaching and learning in campus, we also organize extracurricular activities, for example, visiting to industries and businesses. So what is the new innovative, active, collaborative learning? This is a different way of teaching and learning. It's different from the traditional lecture and seminar where we used to take as students in university. This new innovative teaching pedagogy includes 3 components: screencasts, tutor-led and student-led workshops. How does it work? In the screencasts, before students come to the class, students will have access to the 20 minutes PowerPoint with voiceover in the Canvas system. So students will be able to watch this, listen to it. In this PowerPoint, it will contain 5 to 7 key discussion points. These points are for the students to make a start, to think about the problem, to reflect on the problem, to start doing some research, exploring the answers or the knowledge in relation to these points, to these problems. These points, of course, can be wide or narrow depending on the subject. And it can be hypotheses or arguments, opinions, or positions. The students are expected to do some self-learning, self-research, to identify evidences or authority to support their individual opinion or argument. In the next step, students are expected to bring these ideas, evidences, and discussions to the tutor-led workshop. In this workshop, it's not a traditional lecture. It's still 1 hour corresponding to the screencast. It will be delivered to 100 students. In this session, in this workshop, the tutor will focus on the 5 to 7 points given to the students. They will split the session into 3 parts: a question and answer around the screencast content given to the student, led by the tutor, The tutor will demonstrate the research pathways to support the materials, evidences, and authority, demonstrate how this content can be used in an assessment if assessment has been given or given to the students. So in this way, the students will be able to reflect what they have done through self-study in this session, rather than only receive the knowledge from the tutor passively. Students will actually more proactively respond to the discussion, to the knowledge, and to develop their own individual independent thinking over the problems. The final component is the student-led workshop. In this workshop, it's still 1 hour. Again, different from a traditional seminar where students will be given a task and do a group discussion. In this student-led workshop, students are expected to present their discussions, evidences, and arguments in a group. So this group is up to 25 students. Again, a tutor will split the session into 3 parts, similar as the tutor-led workshop. So these 3 sessions, 3 parts, are still about the screencast content. Students this time are expected to demonstrate the research pathways, to support your evidence, your arguments, your opinions, and to have a debate with other students to persuade them that your argument is correct or your debate is more persuasive. So through this, hopefully students will be able to link this discussion to the questions or problems in an assignment. Again, what we are trying to emphasize here is independent thinking, creative thinking, collaborative working, rather than only receive knowledge passively. So these are the key components of the active collaborative learning. So it's a different way of teaching learning, very different from a traditional 1-hour lecture and 1-hour seminar. So I have introduced the course structure and the new pedagogic approach. I mentioned that students are not going to do the lecture and seminar or workshops only in the campus. There is a chance to visit industries. For example, this is when we took students to Felixstowe Port to visit the biggest port in the UK to see how containers are handled, how vessels are scheduled, how they work to cope with the biggest transportation issue or problem for the UK, to import and export for the UK. We also take students to, for example, visit Mercedes-Benz, to visit the assembly line, production line, to understand different business strategies, for example, lean strategy, agile strategy, and how this has been adopted by real business in Mercedes-Benz, one of the biggest and most advanced car manufacturer in the world. In addition to industry visits, students will also, for example, have opportunity to have a debate in economics cafe, where students will be able to debate big ideas, for example, like Brexit, capitalism, minimum wages, for example. All of these are related to economics problems. Next, placement. So after 2 years, students can take placement to gain some real experiences of working in industries. So in the past, our students have worked in Metro Banks, Barclays, NatWest, IFDS, which is International Financial Data Science company based in Basildon. Some students also had placement with NHS investment companies in the city as well. So AIU, as an employer, we also offer internship and placement to our own university students. So there are a lot of opportunities available for students to take. We also have a professional employability team to help students prepare for CVs, to prepare for interviews, for example, and also to support students who go on placement, because if they go on placement, they will be with an employer, so they need support from time to time to do the placement, to work with employers. But working with employers is not only about applying your subject knowledge, but also building up a relationship, demonstrating high professionalism as well. So Our employability team do have a database of placement employers. We have developed a quite strong relationship with a number of employers in the UK and even overseas. Some students went to overseas to take placement, for example, China and India and even US. So there is a database there. There's this professional team there supporting students. We strongly encourage students to take placement, to gain opportunities, to enhance your employability, to get ready for the full-time employment when you graduate. In fact, we actually have more placement opportunities than the number of students who take it. But it's a really good opportunity. We strongly encourage students to take it, to consider it when you do this study with this course. So having introduced the course structure, the pedagogical approaches, our placement opportunities, I would like to introduce a little bit about our state-of-art teaching facilities. Bloomberg is one of them. I don't know whether or not you have heard about Bloomberg. Bloomberg is a company with a headquarters in New York, and the European headquarters is in London. Bloomberg provides global real-time database covering financial market, economics and news. So in fact, it is a database. It contains a lot of information in relation to finance, in relation to economics and news. So it's a DOS looking terminal, but it's quite easy to use. In our Bloomberg Financial Market, we have got 12 terminals for students to use, and these terminals, this lab is open 24/7, 24 hours, 7 days a week for students to have access during busy period. But most time during the term, it is open until 9 o'clock, so that if it's not used for teaching in the evening, students can have access to the data. It provides some real-time data, as I said. I will demonstrate what sort of data you can get from Bloomberg in the next few slides. But Bloomberg is not only used by the trading companies when they do trading or investment. Bloomberg also have a channel broadcasting the news about finance, about investment, about stock market. It also have radio, television. It's not only used, as I said, by the trading company or investment company, it's also used by government when they issue new policies or new regulations. It's also used by legal firms to understand different legislation system in the world, different policies, regulations in different parts of the world. So it's a very powerful database offering very comprehensive information about equities, economy, bonds, monetary policy, finance, law, for example, regulations. So here is an example about what sort of information you can get from Bloomberg. These two diagrams show the import and export data, international trading data between US and its partners. So the trading partners include Canada, Japan, Germany, UK, for example. The first picture here is the international trading volume with different trading partners in 1986. As you can tell, and this wheel shows whether or not it's a positive trading or negative trading between US and its partners. And this diagram shows 30 years later who becomes the biggest trading partner with US. 30 years ago it was Canada, now it is China. So the trading volume has gone up significantly. So this tells you what sort of information you can get. It's very important to understand this so that you can understand the partnership between countries, the sort of macroeconomic data. Bloomberg also can offer some very useful information, for example, about foreign exchange. So this diagram displays the exchange rate between euros and US dollars. It has given you all of these candle bars in this foreign exchange diagram, so because it shows the exchange rate and the changes over time in the three different markets. So the blue one is the Tokyo market, where the green one is the London market, where the orange one shows the New York market. It shows how the exchange rates change along the hours or the minute in three different markets. Bloomberg can also give you information about stock market price change. So this one shows the index figure in the US stock market. It also shows it has gone up, declined significantly in 2008 when the financial crisis happened. Bloomberg also offers information about individual companies that are listed in the market. For example, for Apple, okay, this is a diagram showing Apple's revenue by different segments. It shows you the revenue by iPhone, for example. The orange bar is total revenue, where the green bar shows you the revenue gained from iPhone's market, where the yellow bar shows the service, the blue one is the Mac laptop, and the purple one is the iPad. So it gives you clear information about revenue, about, for example, revenue growth. It also shows you information by different geographical area as well. It also gives you information about income statement, balance sheet, for example. So all of this information are contained in this very powerful database. Bloomberg is not the only state-of-art teaching facilities that we have got. We've got a lot of database, for example, Thomas Reuters. We've got a lot of software that can be used by students, including Stata, eViews, as well as Python, which is very popular nowadays with companies. In addition to the Bloomberg facility, we also have, for example, societies. We have a management and investment society, again, bringing students from different subjects together and use this society as a platform to exchange ideas, to develop debates, as well as, for example, develop knowledge exchange with professionals. This society is led by students, but often our staff members and professionals from, for example, banks, from local companies also join their weekly seminar or weekly group sessions. So this again is a very useful platform for students to learn and gain knowledge. So that will be my brief introduction to this course for BSc Business with Economics, covering the course structure, covering the innovative pedagogy approaches, and our state-of-the-art teaching facilities. So if you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to contact with us, and I'm available to be contacted by email, which I will share through another channel. Thank you very much for watching this video.